I've put all my seams together. I've pressed it open using my seam roll. Remember, you want to make sure that when you're pressing your seams, you have your seam roll here. It just makes it a lot easier, especially when you're trying to get around shoulders and different kinds of seams. It's easier to do using this. So I have my seams open here. I have a little bit of excess dart on the sides. I'm just going to trim that off. So we always want to make sure we're reducing fabric bulk or seam bulk. And that way when we're putting our garment together, it's not like a bunch of, you know, visible heftiness to the seams. You want to reduce that as much as possible so that the garment lays down nice, flat, and smooth. Now, I'm going to show you how a technique you can use to neaten your seams. An easier one, especially if you're at the beginner level. So you can do one of two things. In the tool sections, we cover pinking shears, and those are just those heavy duty scissors that have this zigzag pattern. And you can use those to basically pink the sides of the fabric that fray. You can use it to pink the edges, and that is going to create a zigzag pattern that's going to limit the fraying. Now, those can be used if you don't have a garment that heavily frays. If you have a garment like this, that the fraying is going to be a little bit more obvious. As you can see, I'm not touching it much, and there's already a lot of visible fraying. Then that might not be the best method. So your next method, if you are not going to go with a lining and you're not familiar with a serger, you want to neaten them using a zigzag stitch. So what I've done is one of the sleeves, I've already done it on the sleeve, and it looks like this. I used a mode in my sewing machine that, in addition to creating the zigzag pattern, also gives you a nice line. If you don't have that setting on your sewing machine, you can just use a normal zigzag stitch. There's a couple of things you want to note. I'm going to take it to the machine, but you should know. One thing is you don't want to sew right on the edge, because if you sew on the edge, because I had some trouble too, this is what happens. If you sew right on the edge, the fabric bunches up together and then you get this, which is not pretty. So I just wanted to show you what that looks like when you sew on the edge. So when you're sewing on the machine, you want to make sure you have it as much in the middle as possible. So you put your fabric through the machine and you place it on the furthest to the actual stitch seam as you can without getting too close. So here you can see it's about 1/4 of an inch, and I just placed it right on there. You want to walk it through as slow as possible. So you don't want to ram it through, because it's going to happen. The fabric is going to bunch. So you want to keep it on a medium speed, and you just want to slowly guide your fabric through the machine as it creates the stitch on its own. I have a computerized machine. I just press the button, I just guide it through. It really depends on the kind of machine that you have, but you always want to hold the end and just gently allow it to go through. And then I'll show you how to just kind of clean up the edges, and this is what you come up with. You press and then you get this. So I'm going to show you how I did this on the machine, and this is what you would use if you were not going to do a lining, how you would clean up essentially once you were done applying the waist with the skirt. You would put it there. You're going to put it on your armholes. You're going to put it on your sleeves. And you're also, when you're done and the whole dress is put together, you're also going to go to the edge here, because when we're ready to put on the zipper, you want to make sure you have a nice clean edge for the back. So I'm going to take you to the machine, show you what it looks like to actually run it through the machine, and then we're going to move on to the next step. So what I'm going to do now is take my sewing machine to the mode that I want, and my mode for this stitch is 10. Okay. Then I'm going to place my fabric right in there, making sure everything is lined up the way it should be. I'm going to move my fabric in a little bit, and again, I'm coming close into the seam. I'm going to place my fabric in, and I'm going to gently, like I said, let the sewing machine do what it's going to do. I'm going to hold the end here just to make sure that it's not bunching. And I'm not pulling too tight, just a gentle pull through. And you also want to make sure your tension when you're doing a zigzag stitch is at maybe like a 2.5, 3. You don't want that tension to be too tight because that's also going to contribute to your zigzag stitch being a little too tight. So this is what I have when I run it through to neaten it. So now we're just going to go back and we're going to trim off the edges here, press it down so everything lays nice and flat. And this is just a method you can use to have a neaten seams or edges without actually having to go in and either learn how to use a serger machine right away or putting a lining if you're not ready for that step yet. Okay, so I've pressed my seam down, and now I'm just going to take my scissors and just cut right along the very top of it, being extremely careful that I'm not cutting into the actual seam itself or the stitches itself, because it's going to be a mess. So you have to be extremely careful, very focused. This is not the time to try to like multitask and like watch a show and cut this. You want to just sort of like take a minute when you're cutting this and just like give all your focus to it, because the worst thing is you get a nice stitch and then you go back and you realize, oh no, I've cut into the points itself and now I have to go and do the entire thing over. And once you cut it, it gets difficult because now you're working with less space than you had before. So that's it. This is what's called a neatening stitch. And you basically take your zigzag stitch, you move it along here, you press it down. The way these come out the best is that you stick to the color of the fabric. That way it just looks better. And you can do the same thing for the edge of your garment. So when we're ready to do the hem, you can do the same thing for the edges, especially when I show you how to finish off an unlined dress, how to finish it off with a nice neat hem. So if this is already neatened, that makes it a lot easier, but we can also fold it over and do a quick, I wouldn't say quick, but an actual hand technique. Now, if you're working with cotton, you can do your neatening stitch and then run a stitch straight around. Simple, straight to the point. That's definitely an option. The fabric that I chose, unfortunately, if I do that, it's just gonna look not good. So I'm just going to show you, just for the sake of the fabric that I'm working on, how to finish it. But if you're working on cotton, which is why I suggested cotton, you can actually just use the neatening stitch, fold up your fabric 1 inch and 1/2 inch, and then just baste and then stitch all around, and it looks beautiful, just fine. It's only when you're working with like a formal thing, you don't want those obvious stitch marks. So now we're gonna... Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Videos are uploaded weekly covering dressmaking, fashion, lectures, and more.